Hi everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend. I wanted that day to just be a day that you we all paid tribute. We all gave thanks to those who gave their life for this country. That could be a day of remembrance for a lot of people and for people like myself who served and who actually lived to tell the tale, and to give reverence to the dead who have served this country and gone on, and to the ones who are alive still serving. So for that reason, I really didn't put anything other than a tribute video up that day, to let the next few days be a reflection of that tribute and of that remembrance. And then we can prepare ourselves for Veterans Day in November. I'm hoping definitely by next Memorial Day, the Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I've made soap and I can start giving some away for free to our vets who served our country. Because my headaches are letting up. Now that we've gotten our tribute out the way, here's the thing. If for any reason you don't want to be educated, this video is not going to be the one for you today. See, people say a term like winter is coming. Me personally, I think it's here. And I think it's starting as a slow blizzard that comes and goes, that's in and out. In time, it's going to evolve to something else, to a blizzard that you're not going to be able to control. That's how I view this economy. Take a look at the title of this, and I read this article, and that's where I got the terms from. I've said the United States is going to continue to get more expensive. And this isn't a guilt trip. Enjoy your summer all you want, your Memorial Day through your Labor Day. Just understand, while you're getting distracted, these stories are showing up to give you a warning of something. Even with summer vacations, they've come out and said that although prices are falling, stuff is still going to be more expensive over the summer. How many of you are willing to sacrifice to have all the summers you want later on to put together something right now? Because this article is about the labor market, and it says the one thing we've already known, that your job is not guaranteed. However, it baffles me and boggles the mind that you got people on YouTube. My happiness is more important than anything, and you're right, you deserve a quality of life. A great quality of life in a country that's is supposed to be free. Look at me mangling my words again. But sometimes you got to put your happiness aside to make money for a while to go start your own thing. I don't advise people in this economy to be willy-nilly quitting jobs while things are going bad, when you know you want to start a business. It's a business because a good chunk of businesses fail. And you have to give yourself time to fall on your face or land on your feet the right way after you've fallen on your face. Winter is here, folks. And I'm not here to tell you to not enjoy your summer. What I'm telling you is that you better start making plans for a future. The only reason my plans got derailed is because I seriously got sick. However, I'm still ordering supplies. I recorded this on the 26th of May, the day before Memorial Day. And the day prior, on the 25th, more of my soap making supplies have arrived. I'm serious about this. I've just had headaches and haven't had time to make soap. And I don't want to deal with lye right now, given the headaches that I'm having. But chiropractic and massage therapy are making things better. I wish I had taken this holistic approach earlier. But you have to be in the beginning of starting something. That's what I'm making a point of. You're already being given warnings that winter is here. See, people love the surface level of things. You never see the dynamic of how things are going to change. And don't think for a second that when we get out of this hole, if we ever do, that prices are going to go down, because they are not. These are just warnings that if you haven't built strong networks to do it now, I feel like with Curtis York and Mr. Burns that I am building great networks, and with the rest of you who listen, because I thank you all for being subbed and listening to my channel. And even if you're not subbed, that's okay as well, because at the end of the day, at least you're making the effort to listen. The point that I want to make out of all of this is this. The United States is not going back to what it was 2019 and back when you can get things at a reasonable price. This country is going in a direction that unless you're ready, unless you have a certain amount of comfort, it's going to be harder for you to live. I kind of started seeing signs prior to 2019 when they were saying they're going to cut back on the EBT SNAP program. And it seems like people who are in that program, who are able-bodied and can work, are missing the point that the system's job is to keep you down. Because one of the best ways to cut back and start to save money is to cut back on EBT if there's at least one able-bodied adult in that household that can work. Because come on, some of you use those benefits by continuing to have children and think, oh, this is just going to be here forever. It was never that way. They're even saying now that Social Security may run out by 2037. 2037 puts me at 57 years old. At the time, I would be retiring if I were to retire from a normal job, which I don't plan to do. By the time I'm 50, I'm hoping my businesses are running and I can go on about my business and be making my residual income that way. But for now, I work a regular job. You got to get sensible about this stuff. Because I'm seeing videos of people quitting their job. I have an admiration for your resilience. But while you're doing this, have you ever stopped to ask yourself, how are you going to make it if you didn't have a plan? And if you didn't have a plan, what are you going to do now? It's going to get more expensive and less easy out here. And they're giving you all the warnings. And see, while you're distracted with enjoying your expensive summer, some of that money could have been put towards a future. That way you can go ahead and start preparing for that blizzard that's coming. Because everyone isn't going to be sitting comfortably in the village with the blizzard. Some of you are going to be left out in the cold. And you're in a society that is increasingly showing a lack of empathy when people reasonably know that you can try to be your best. Get out here and get ready to hustle, because it's just gonna get harder and not easier as we approach 2030.